Yes, am I audible? Right. So I think next week your MST will be started. So today we have only one lecture to complete the syllabus. Like of we have to cover all the topics of Unit 1. So let's start with defuzzification. So last time we did some what we did last time. Anyway, I will not waste any more time. So let's start with defuzzification. So what is defuzzification? Defuzzification is a technique to convert fuzzy set to the crisp value, right? Because there is a need to convert the fuzzy value into the crisp value because uh, your computer can understand only crisp values, right? So I just explain through some diagram first. Suppose why defuzzification is necessary. My question is why defuzzification is necessary. So you have fuzzy system, right? So the fuzzy system, to the fuzzy system you provide some input, in the form of crisp value, right? And you get the output in the form of crisp value, which I already told you that input and output to the fuzzy system is the crisp values only. It can take only crisp input and output. The final output is also in the form of crisp value, right? Because your computer can understand only crisp values. So you can compare it with the, for example, when you code for some, like you write some program, right? But your computer understands only the machine language, right? For example, you write any program you write, right? So you write the program in the form which you can understand, right? So means program is written in the form of uh, which user can understand, and then internally computer need to convert the human readable program to the machine language because computer can understand only machine language, right? And finally the final output you got in the form of again user readable form. But in the computer you need some sort of compiler which converts the user readable program to machine language, right? And then finally to provide the output, before to give the output, the machine language is finally converted to the user readable form or user readable output, right? So, you can compare it with fuzzy system, right? So fuzzy system you provide the input, crisp input, and crisp output, right? So here as an interface you can say, because your fuzzy system can understand only the fuzzy language, right? In the form of fuzzy, so there is some need of fuzzy fire. You need some sort of fuzzy fire, right? And its role is to convert crisp input to some sort of fuzzy. fuzzy value, right? Which this fuzzy system can understand. And finally, to provide the before to provide the output here, as an you can say interface, you need some defuzzifier. Defuzzifier. And what's the role of defuzzifier? To convert crisp input to some sort of fuzzy fuzzy set, or fuzzy to crisp conversion, you can say in simple language. What's the role? Defuzzifier, its role is to fuzzy to crisp conversion. Fuzzy to crisp conversion, right? So today we will learn various techniques of defuzzification, right? So there are four techniques which are in your syllabus uh, as a defuzzification techniques. So defuzzification techniques, defuzzification techniques. Because uh, as we have seen many examples where like for example, I gave the example of like uh, if you want to evaluate a person on the basis of honesty, right? And you have a different person, you provide different persons as an input to the fuzzy system, right? So different persons is taken in the form of, you can say these different persons are input, which is you can say the crisp, you can say the names of persons are the crisp input, okay, you provide to the input, and you want to evaluate those persons on the basis of honesty. So how much honest that person is, right? So your fuzzy answer may be he's very honest, or he is uh, dishonest, or he is very much honest. So uh, this fuzzy system, the fuzzy answer, like very honest, dishonest, like this form of computer cannot understand these type of answers. So some sort of a crisp output should be there, which computer can understand and give, so you have to give the score that you give you give the degree of truth associated with the person. Like for example, the first person is Sunil. Sunil's score of honesty is 0.6. So this way you provide the degree of truth, right? So that your computer can understand that how much honest he is, right? So there is some sort of fuzzy system in between, between the crisp input and crisp output. Yes, Ashok, got it? Yes. So actually, I have less time, so my speed is a little bit fast today. So, but yes, you can put your queries. Definitely, you can put your queries if you have some doubt. Then we have four techniques. We have four techniques. First is the lambda cut method. Lambda cut method. Lambda cut method. And the second one is maxima methods. So we will discuss one by one. Yes, your MST 11th से है. Yes, your MST is in the next week from 11th of March onwards. I think you have date sheet also. So first defuzzification. First defuzzification is the lambda. Lambda cut method. So this is the defuzzification. This is the first defuzzification technique. So what is this technique? Through this technique, we will convert the fuzzy set into some crisp value, right? So what's the role of defuzzification technique? To convert fuzzy set to crisp value, right? So its aim is to fuzzy set to crisp value, right? Its aim is to convert fuzzy set to crisp value, right? So you have a lambda. Here I will use a lambda, which is the crisp set, which is the this represent to the crisp set. How we will get a lambda if a is a fuzzy set? मैं यहाँ पे लिख देती हूँ. This a is, suppose you have this fuzzy set. Fuzzy set, right? You are given a fuzzy set A, and you need to convert it into a lambda, means crisp value, which is represent to crisp value a lambda, right? A lambda. A lambda is equal to fuzzy set, sorry, crisp set. यहाँ पे मैं लिख देती हूँ. It represent to crisp set or crisp value, right? तो how आपको given क्या है? A है, और आपको चाहिए क्या है फाइनली एज एन आउटपुट? A लैम्डा, राइट? तो इसको हमने A लैम्डा कैसे अचीव करना है, उसके लिए इक्वेशन इज गिवन. How you can get A lambda, how you can achieve A lambda, means how you can achieve crisp value of for fuzzy set A. X is the element in fuzzy set A. X such that mu of A X greater than equal to lambda, right? Or lambda is called some boundary value or check value. It is called boundary value or check value, right? So lambda, the value of lambda will be वही रूल होगा जो like its value may be 0 or 1 or any value in between 0 and 1. I will write here what can be the value for lambda. It can be 0 or greater than 0, and it should be less than or equal to 1, right? So as an example, now we understand this as an example. As an example, you are given the fuzzy set A. Fuzzy set A having elements say x1, 0.2, x2, 0.4, x3, 0.6, 0.6, right? And you are also given the lambda. You are also given the lambda. value of lambda is given 0.3, let it be 0.3. These two things are given, right? And then you need to find the crisp value for the this fuzzy set A. What will be the crisp value for this fuzzy set A? So you will use this formula, right? Which elements finally you will have, like A 0.3, right? Lambda is used as a subscript. Lambda is used as a subscript. So which elements you will uh, include in a final crisp value? So whose membership value is greater than lambda? So it's x2 and x3. x2 and x3. As you can see, the membership value associated with x2 is greater than lambda. So you will include it in the result. Similarly, the membership value associated with x3 is greater than lambda. So you include it in the result. Yes, this is the crisp set for this fuzzy set. This is our answer. Got it? So you will use this formula to find the crisp set or crisp value for the given fuzzy set through this technique, lambda cut method. Got it? Yes. Right. And the second technique and the second defuzzification technique is maxima methods. Maxima method. So maxima method defuzzification technique. So three sub methods are used which can be achieved, which can achieve crisp values. So three sub methods, are used to achieve crisp values. Right. The first is first of maxima. First of maxima, which is called form. FOM. In short, it is called form. Right. And second method is last of maxima. Last of maxima, which is called long. Right. And the third is the mean of maxima. Mean of maxima, which is called MOM. So in maxima method, in maxima defuzzification technique, you can use three sub methods to achieve crisp values. So we understand through the graph. So Shivam, I just studied three. If fourth one, I don't know. Right now, it is not in my mind. So these three are main. So these are all related with height. These are the three main, right? Maybe it may be, but it is not in my mind right now. I just studied these three main sub techniques. So we understand this through graph, right? So you have given some elements at the x-axis, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. These are the x elements, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and its associated mu value is given at y-axis. This is the mu value, right? Suppose you are given graph like this. इसको कट कर दिया. Suppose this is your straight line, right? And this is at 0.8, means maximum height is at 0.8, right? So to what's the formula? So your first of maxima is, as you can see in the graph, the first means what is maxima? Maxima is the maximum height, uh, maximum mu value the element can have. Yes, okay. What is the maxima? Maxima is the maximum mu value which element uh, in the set A is having maximum mu value. So the first of maxima is this, the element 4. Element 4 is having the maxima. This is the first element which is having the maximum value 0.8. So it is, answer is x star. X star means it represents to crisp value, right? Crisp value, and that is 4. So the first of maxima is 4. This is your crisp value, right? And the last of maxima means which last element which is having the maxima, that is, as you can see, it is 10. It is 10. It is straight line. So the last of maxima means what is the crisp value? Last of maxima is the 10, right? And how we calculate mean? For mean, what you will do is equal to, it is the summation of xi that belongs to, I belongs to m, right? And xi divided by mod of m, right? And what is m? M is the height of fuzzy set, and height of fuzzy set is 0.8. So what's the value of m? 0.8. Right? Are you getting? This is the, you can say, maxima, or the height of fuzzy set, which is 0.8 in this case, means the maximum mu value, right? And mod of m, this is the, this is the modulus of m. Modulus of m means how many, means cardinality of set m. So how many elements are having maxima? It's 4, 6, 8 and 10. There are 4 such elements who are having maxima. So this modulus of m is equal to 4 in this case, right? So you can calculate it like this. Here is 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 divided by 4. So what will be the answer? Is equal to 7. So means here the mean of maxima is equal to 7. Yes, got it. Yes, everybody got it. Yes, okay. So now we discuss the third defuzzification technique, that is centroid method. Centroid method defuzzification. Defuzzification technique. So centroid method. So center of sum. Center of sum, or you can say COS. So we understand this technique through example. Suppose you are given a fuzzy set, you are given two fuzzy sets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? So these are the elements. You have this discrete values given as an x, means elements are given, and it's, this is 0, 1, 2, 3. This is 0.1. Here at y-axis the membership value is given 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 9 and here it is 1. So at x-axis, x elements are given, at this is mu, mu of x, right? This is straight line actually. This is straight line. This meet at 8. Suppose this straight line meet at 8, right? And then you are having 4, right? So you have A1, A2, right? So uh, actually the fuzzy system generates two fuzzy sets A1 and A2, right? So this graph represents the fuzzy sets. So in this fuzzy set you are having two fuzzy sets A1 and A2, right? Area is given. This is the area for fuzzy set A and fuzzy set A1 and A2, right? So this fuzzy set is represented through the graph. As you can see, the elements that belongs to A1, right? See the area of A1. So these are the area of A1. This is the area of A1. And what's the area of A2? ये 3 से लेके and it goes up to 9. So this is the area of A2, right? But we need to convert it into crisp value, which can be understood by us, right? So defuzzification, we will through this defuzzification technique, centroid method defuzzification technique. So we use the formula. So first we discuss formula. What's the formula? X star. X star means it represents to crisp value. जहाँ पे star आ गया, it means it represents to crisp value. And this is the summation symbol. A means fuzzy set A, and then X C, right? So what is XC? This is the area into center of that particular set, right? XC, what is the XC? It is the area into center of that particular set divided by center of summation of all, divided by, we just understand through examples so you can better understand, but this is the formula, right? Now A1, take A1. As in the graph you have two fuzzy sets, fuzzy set A1 and fuzzy set A2. So A1, so first you have A1, and according to formula area, how you will calculate area? Area of A1. First you will calculate area of A1, and area of A1 you will take as A1 has two base. As you can see A1 जो है, A1 के दो base हैं. So first base is 8. It goes up to 8, right? So A1 का आप देख रहे हो कि the maximum value, the maximum element for A1 is 8, जो आपके base को represent करता है. yes, 1 to 8. यहाँ से, yes, you can see from here, this represents to base of A1, as A1 has two bases. So 8 minus 1, right? Take the maximum value and subtract it from 1, as this is the base area. And the second base is, as you can see, 3 to 3 to 7, 3 to 7. So this is the way to calculate area for A1, right? So and then divide it by 1 and multiplied by 1 by 2, or you can say divide it by 2. So what will be the final answer? Into 0.5, as height is maximum 0.5. So into 0.5. This is the formula to calculate area of A1. As yes, this is the 2.75. Yes, 2.75. Right. Similarly, you can calculate the area for fuzzy set A2. Right. Same formula is followed. So as A2 also has two bases, so what will be the formula? इसका क्या आएगा? Yes, 1 by 2, as it has the base 9. A2 का एक बेस कौन सा है? 3 to 9. So 9 minus 3, 9 minus 3, and plus, and second base is 4 to 8. So 8 minus 4, and the maximum height is 0.3, and answer is 1.5. Yes, 1.5. Right. Now X star. Now you need to know the crisp value for the whole area. Right. आपको A1 plus A2 का whole area का you need to find the crisp value. So according to it, what you will do? 2.75, which is the area of A1, right, multiplied by 5. Multiplied by 5. So what is 5? Yes, what is 5? 5 is the middle value. 5 is the middle value. You can see, right? 5 is the middle value. Sorry, 5 is the maximum height. Center. It is the center. Yes, you take 5 as the center. Base में, you check the base of A1. Check the base of A1, and 5 is the center point. And then plus take the area of second area of A2, which is 1.5, into, and what is the middle point of A2, which is 6, right, divided by, yes, divided by 2.75, means take the summation of areas, 1.5, right, and its whole calculation is equal to 5.35. Yes, so you just need to know this formula, right? So in this particular example, this fuzzy set is shown in the form of graph, in which two fuzzy sets are given in this graph, A1 and A2, right? First calculate the area of A1 and then calculate the area of A2. then apply it in this formula, right? Got it? Yes, Shivam? Yes, yes.
यहाँ पे ओवरलैपिंग एरिया 2 बार लिया है कि लेना ही नहीं है?
कहाँ पर क्या क्या कह रहे हो, कहाँ पर ओवरलैपिंग?
A1 और A2 का जो ओवरलैपिंग एरिया आ रहा है उससे हम लोग टॉइस काउंट कर रहे हैं या फिर कर ही नहीं रहे हैं?
नहीं, उसको ऐसे मतलब A1 को अलग लिया, A2 को अलग लिया, मीन्स वो हमने उस चीज को इग्नोर ही किया कि ओवरलैपिंग का केस ही नहीं हमने इसको कंसिडर किया एज पर कैलकुलेशंस। देखो
यस मैम, बट यहाँ पे तो दिखाई दे
हमने
रहा है
कोई भी
कि
कॉमन
इंक्लूड
एरिया
किया
तो
है।
डिडक्ट नहीं किया ना इसमें से।
यस मैम, इसका मतलब इंक्लूड किया है हमने।
हाँ,
ओके मैम।
ओके, right. So this is the centroid method, and next is the fourth one is the weighted average method.
ये बड़ा चक्कर है यार। अब ना जो शेयरिंग वाले है ना, जैसे शेयरिंग, तो उसको मैं एडिशनल कर देता हूँ।
Weighted average method. This is very simple.
नहीं मतलब कहने
We just take the average sum. Just understand this through example. Suppose you are given the fuzzy set in the form of graph. So here I am taking the fuzzy set in the form of graph, but it is not necessary. Fuzzy set may be given in the form of elements also, like right, जैसे हमने करते थे कि a is equal to this, is equal to x1 x2, means उस form में भी fuzzy set may be given or in the form of graph may be given. So it depends on the question कि आपको जो fuzzy set है किस form में दिया है. It may be given in the form of equation or it may be given in the form of graph. So we just first cover the very basic centroid method rest. उसके deep में आप जितना मर्जी करो अभी let me complete the most basic methods. Yes, Shivam, yes, as due to lack of time, right Shivam? But it would be better, अच्छा होगा कि आप सारा का सारा करोगे, that would be nice. और वो आपको कर लेना वो, that is good for you. You have given the link also in the BB, right? तो वो भी बहुत अच्छे हैं. You need not to worry, but आप इतना तो करो आप. 60, 70, these are the elements of fuzzy set which is given at x-axis 90 and then 100, right? 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. Time is over. Just 1 minute. So you will use the formula x star. Let me write the formula to convert the crisp value.
कल फिर
Summation
से गा
of
दीजिएगा, अभी सब लोग लेफ्ट कर चुके हैं मोस्टली, इसी वजह से।
तो कल तो बेटा लेक्चर ही नहीं है,
तो अच्छा
दैट्स वाई. चलो फॉर्मूला है, ये इजी है, कुछ नहीं है, ये आप खुद भी देख लोगे, वीडियो उनके पास है, राइट? So summation of mu of x. So it's very simple, use this formula. Otherwise we will इफ लैब में अगर मुझे याद करवा देना तो इफ वी कैन कवर इन द लैब. Okay, you can leave the session. Have a good day.